Don't let spam email get the best of you. To keep spam from showing up in your inbox, we're going to set up a quick automation. First, to block a specific sender, open the Mail app and tap into a spam message. Now you might be worried that simply opening this email sends a tracking read receipt back to the sender, but don't panic. You can guarantee you're safe by going to Settings, Apps, Mail, then Privacy Protection, and making sure Protect Mail Activity is toggled on. This hides your IP address so spammers can never track your activity. Now back to blocking. Inside that email, tap the curved reply arrow at the bottom right corner. Scroll all the way down the menu and tap Block Contact. Then tap Block Contact to confirm. But you don't have to do this one by one. To block multiple email senders at the same time, look at the main inbox and tap Select in the top right corner. Tap the circles next to all the spam emails you want to get rid of. Now press and hold on any of those selected emails. They will stack together under your finger and a hidden menu will pop up. Tap Block Contacts to blacklist every single one of those addresses all at once. Regardless of whether you blocked one or many email senders, here's the critical step to finish the job. Open Settings, Apps, Mail, and scroll down to Block Sender Options. Change this setting from Leave in Inbox to Move to Trash. From now on, all blocked message senders that you marked bypass your inbox completely. Now there are two quick things you need to know. Your trash automatically gets emptied for Gmail accounts after 30 days. But for iCloud email, you actually get a choice of 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or never. Since this is one of those set it and forget it type of choices, you can customize it by heading over to Settings, Apps, Mail, then Mail Accounts. Tap iCloud Mail, select Mailbox Behaviors, and look for Remove to make your choice. Be sure to check with your specific email carrier for your particular options. Finally, what if you accidentally blocked a friend or an important sender earlier? Just go to the email again, slowly swipe left across the email in that list. Tap the gray More button and select Unblock Sender from the pop-up menu. Next is a quick tip to help you navigate settings. Depending on where you are in the Settings app, tapping the back button 5 times gets old fast. When you're buried deep in layers of menus, don't just keep tapping the back button in the top left corner. Instead, press and hold that back button. A clean drop-down list of the exact path you took will pop up instantly. Just slide your finger down to any previous menu or submenu. Let go, and you're right back where you wanted to be. This next tip is essential for anyone who travels or picks up friends at the airport. Instead of opening a browser or a third-party app to check a flight status, just type the airline name and flight number directly into the notes section of a calendar event. Once you send or save it, iOS underlines it, turning it into a live link. Press and hold that text, then tap Preview Flight. An interactive map pops up in real time, showing the exact location of the plane, the arrival time, terminal details, and even baggage claim information. Now let's clear up some clutter off your home screen. Those red notification badges are supposed to be helpful, but usually they just look messy and act as a constant stressful reminder of things you haven't done. To disable them, dive into Settings, tap on Notifications, select the specific app that's cluttering your screen. From there, just toggle off badges. The app stays exactly where it is, but that stressful red dot appears instantly, giving you a perfectly clean, minimalist home screen. Up next, let's customize the look of your daily conversations. You don't have to stare at a boring, plain background when texting people. Open any text thread, tap the person's profile icon at the top of the screen, tap Backgrounds, and select from the customization options. From here, you can choose from any of these built-in gradients such as color, or sky, or aurora, or upload one of your own photos, such as this vacation photo. Pick your style and tap the blue check mark at the top right, and it instantly modernizes your chat layout. It makes your most important conversations look completely unique. Customizing your chats makes your phone look great, but this next tip changes how fast you can trigger your phone's deepest settings. Instead of digging through menus every time you need a tool, You can customize your own power menu. Open Settings, tap Accessibility, scroll to the bottom and look for Accessibility Shortcut, and tap it. Go through this list, tap the features you use most, and a check mark appears next to them, such as Dark Mode, Live Captions, or Magnifier. Use the handles on the right edge to drag and drop them into the order you prefer. Now, no matter what app you're using, just triple-click your side button. Your custom menu slides up instantly, giving you a one-tap access to your favorite tools. If you don't make a selection, just tap Cancel to close the menu. Next, let's cover a classic tip that may have slipped past you. A surprising number of people have completely forgotten that this exists. If you ever need to quickly redial the last person you called, you don't even have to open your Recents tab. In the phone app, tap on Keypad. Instead of dialing a number, just tap the green call button one time. Your iPhone will instantly show you the phone number of the very last person you called at the top of the screen. If it's correct, you just tap the green button one more time to initiate the call. It's a zero-clutter way to redial someone in seconds. This next tip is perfect for Apple Watch users. This is a game changer for your health and your workout safety. This requires an Apple Watch, but it's an absolute game changer if you want to burn fat efficiently or protect your heart during intense workouts. With this setting I'm about to show you, it will alert you when your heart rate exceeds the zone you've selected. Lift your wrist and open the workout app. Find the exercise you want. Tap on the small bell icon at the bottom right corner of that workout. Tap Heart Rate and select the exact zone you want to target for alerts. Once you select that zone, you're locked in. Now when your heart drops too low or shoots up too high into another zone, your watch will give you a voice alert.
Above range, current heart rate 125 beats per minute.
This means you never have to constantly stare down at your wrist while you're walking or running, and your watch handles the tracking completely in the background so you can stay in the zone. A quick shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I genuinely enjoy answering your questions and appreciate your encouraging words. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's free to do. Before you go, think about this. Just like that long press settings shortcut that I covered earlier that allows you to see where you've been, life requires us to check our coordinates. Thinking back on where you've been, if you took the wrong road somewhere, don't panic. Take what you've learned, pivot, and choose a better way forward, starting today. This is Mike with Easy and Simple, where I cover weekly iPhone tips. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.